Hello, welcome to the Sloan Zone. I want to do a little writer's update today because I don't do that too often. Just going to tell you guys where I'm at on my writing. Recently, I started going through book 3 of my Falls of Redemption trilogy. So this is called Tears of Devotion. It follows book 1s and 2, which are Lands of Gods and Retribution Calls. So this is my epic fantasy. It's based on the Peloponnesian War, which is ancient Greece. Totally, based on, so, loosely based. I do my own thing. I actually have a bunch of weird stuff that goes on, and it gets into fantasy. So yeah, don't expect it to be too stuck on what actually happened back then, or even the technology and whatnot. Not that I do steampunk or anything like that, but if you read it, you might get a feel for what I'm talking about. So that's exciting. I'm a little more than halfway done with the third book. It's awesome. I'm loving what I'm writing right now. Kind of excited to see where it's going to go next, but I do outline. I outline a lot, but I'm kind of at a point where I'm looking at it and I'm thinking maybe I could go a different direction. So that's always fun as a writer, like these surprises that get you. And eventually I try to bring it back on track, but see where it goes. Let the characters kind of get in there and have their way, and I just sit back and let it happen. Another book that I've finished recently and I'm about to launch. When did I record this? This is May 25th. So if you're watching this after the fact, it'll already be out there. But that's Dawn of Destiny. That's book 2 in the Eternal Light trilogy. The first book is Back by Sunrise, which is about a girl who turns into a bird. Book 2 is her after the fact, dealing with the magic that caused her to become a bird and what that means, and some bigger, larger repercussions. So that's exciting. It goes into some fun directions. And I'm also working on. I got a lot of stuff I'm working on. It's overwhelming sometimes. Michael La Ronn, the author, and myself, we're doing a book. We don't know what it's called yet. Right now I'm calling it Modern Necromancy, the Scepter of Olin, which means the Scepter of Death. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. It's kind of dark. It's a modern, urban fantasy type thing. It's actually probably more of a supernatural thriller, which is exciting for me because I've always wanted to write those. I've always loved them. It's like you take Indiana Jones and add a little bit more supernaturalness to it, a little more fantasy-esque to it. So that's really exciting. We are pretty much done with that. I'm doing some last-minute revisions. It might go back to him one more time just to check on what I did, and then we're going to send it to an editor. So, whoa, look out for that one. But what we're going to do is we're going to write book 2 before we come out with book 1. So you'll probably have to wait till around August or September of 2016 for this. I know, it's a long time from now. But on other exciting news, I'm also going to start working on some books with P.T. Hilton. So he's an awesome author. I just started reading the second book of his. I read his first book and talked about it. There was a video that I'll, link to whatever. You put a card on or something. His first book is called Thorns and Tangles, and it's epically done. It's amazing. His writing is superb. In my opinion, the prose is right where it needs to be. The dialogue is believable. You never feel like stilted at any moment or confused. And it's about assassins, and you can't really go wrong with that. So assassins with swords, not like guns and whatnot. So I read that, and I've looked at his other work, which is supernatural thriller, and I looked at what I want to work on next, and I thought he'd be a perfect co-writer for that in a way. We're doing it a different way. I'm gonna leave it for you guys to wait and find out on that one. So a little bit of mystery for you. But anyway, go check out his books. Read the first of my series if you want, and hey, if you want them, get on my mailing list. It's www.justinsloanauthor.com, and I'll give you some free books. It's basically the first in my trilogies. So Land of Gods, Back by Sunrise, and one more. Oh, Ali Strom and the Ring of Solomon. So those 3 books I'm giving away, and those are the first in trilogies. So you can get those for free. Get the next ones for $3.99, I think, each. Or if you leave reviews for those first books, I'll give you the next books. So hey, you're here to heard it here. Quote me on it. All right, guys, take care. Thanks.